Okay, so in this week, we're gonna be covering the feedback I've received from different users. So just to give you some context, what we're gonna be covering today is I posted this app in some groups. I've been sharing it with some people. So in a nutshell, I've been receiving, good and bad criticism. I've got real people to test the app, and I'm gonna be showing what's broke and what works and what doesn't work. So again, if you haven't watched the last two videos, for context, we're using an app called Fast Shot to create this app, and it's a vibe coding tool where you can create your own mobile app. So I'm going to be logging into my account and I'm going to be showing you what I've built. So this is the Fast Shot app where I've been creating the app. I've been calling it nichequest. Well, actually, I didn't name it. In fact, Fast Shot named it. So nichequest is an app that is designed to give you ideas on what to build based on a niche or niche research. So I'm going to show a full preview of how this works. So I'm officially introducing nichequest. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you the full honest look of how the app looks right now without any modifications. And I'm going to also be showing you what people have said, the feedback I've been getting, etc. So if I go now, this is the preview. You can see it's called nichequest. It's designed to discover untapped market opportunities. So you can put here your niche. So you can see trending apps. First of all, you can see trending apps. For example, AI meeting summarizers, longevity supplements. Let's see what other things we can see here. Microcourse platforms, and it gives you data. For example, let's say that we want to do solopreneur OS templates. Just going to create an AI deep dive report. Okay, and here's the Solopreneur OS template. So it rates as an 82. You can see the year after year growth, high growth, moderate, low competition, MRR potential. It gives you the pain points, competitor gaps, monetization blueprints, and the ideal customer profile. 3-step execution roadmap, and some keywords. So yeah, you have the option to save to the library. So yeah, to be honest, it's pretty comprehensive for an app that I built in just under a few hours. And I'm going to be showing you how I share this to the market. So how I've been getting real feedback from people, the scary part. Okay, so to start, I've done a post in this Facebook group, which is called Vibe Coding is Life. I posted and got here so far 3 likes. I've also been reaching to some people in my network, and I'm going to show you some of the messages that, okay, so just to show some of the messages, and of course, I'm not going to show the people who sent me this, but I'm going to show a few of the messages. So one of them says this is actually a solid tool. I think the positioning and the UX need a bit more clarity. Right now, it feels like a mix between market research and idea validation. It doesn't fully commit to either. As a user, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to explore options or make a decision. If you frame the output more decisively, like this is the niche you should pursue and here's why, it will feel much more powerful. Also, visually, it could benefit from clearer hierarchy. Everything feels the same weight. Okay, pretty fair. Okay, another person says, okay, so I just tried it real quick. The idea is fire, but bro, I don't fully trust the MRR numbers. Okay, fair enough. Like it just spits a number, and I'm like, based on what? Oh, that's a great question, actually. If you showed how you got there, it will hit way harder. Another person says, hey man, I tested it out. I like the ICP breakdown a lot. That part is super useful, but the execution roadmap feels kind of surface level. Like it tells me what to do, but not really how to do it. If you added more tactical steps, channels, messaging angles, maybe even sample offers, it would make this way more actionable. Okay, another person said, I think the concept is really strong, especially find your niche angle, but the experience feels a bit too text heavy right now. Like it gives you a lot of information, but it doesn't guide your eyes to what actually matters. I had to read a couple sections to understand what should I focus on. Maybe highlight the main opportunity more clearly or structure it so it feels more like a decision, not just analysis. Okay, so I've officially been humbled by the potential customers. Okay, so I've officially got the feedback from the beta testers, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been humbled a little bit. Uh, just to be clear, this is what I was expecting. Like I didn't expect it to be perfect at all. I knew there were some tweaks that I could have done from the beginning, but it's good that people are telling me this. Now, time to get to work. So let's go back to FastShot. Okay, so we're back in FastShot, and I'm gonna be executing some of the feedback that I received from the people. So part of the feedback was that, for example, that the experience felt a little bit too heavy, right? So I'm gonna be putting here kind of a mixture, kind of an average of the feedback that I've received. So, okay, I've received this feedback from beta testers. The experience feels too heavy. Okay, doesn't guide your eyes. Guide your eyes to what actually matters. Doesn't show any source for the MRR and how it's calculated. It doesn't give any action plan or next steps on what to do next. The execution roadmap is to surface level. It doesn't guide to make a decision. Can you improve the output based on this feedback? Let's do this now. Okay, so you can officially see now that FastShot is creating a plan and is going to execute on the plan based on the feedback I've received from the beta testers. So it's giving me a plan right here. So, okay, it's giving me a plan here that we can review. So let's just click on continue so FastShot can execute this. Okay, so I got another piece of feedback that says, what's good? The app has a clean and intuitive interface, navigation feels smooth, and the core functionality is straightforward. Users can quickly understand what the app does without a steep learning curve. The visual design is modern and consistent. What's missing? There's no onboarding or tutorial for first-time users, which could help explain key features. Also, I didn't see any way to share results or export data, which would add a lot of value. What can be improved? I think a short interactive guide and sharing options would make the experience more complete. Performance was generally fine, but a couple of transitions felt slightly laggy on my device. Optimizing those would make it feel more polished. Okay, so after implementing the feedback and providing it to FastShot, as you can see here, I did a summary of the most important feedback I received. And then after that, you can see that FastShot gave me a plan and it has approved the following changes. So let's see what it did. So cumulative summary on the progress of nichequest, a high conviction decision tool designed for founders to identify, analyze, and launch high potential market niches. So project overview and accomplishments, premium visual identity and UI UX, linear and stripe inspired aesthetic. App features a high contrast, clean interface with a high significant white space and thin, elegant dividers. Okay, North Star metric, progressive disclosure, financial transparency, revenue calculation cards, AI logic flow, high resolution execution roadmap. Okay, it did all of these things. So let's check now. So let's restart. Okay, so if we start from the beginning, let's see how the app loads. Okay, so if we interact with the app, let's say our core skills excites you the most. Okay, so this is what I see. I honestly don't see a big difference. I'm not fully sure, to be fully transparent, I'm not fully sure if all these things have been fully implemented. I'm just showing you what I see right here. I'm just reporting on the findings. So premium visual identity and UI UX, North Star metric, our report now features an opportunity score. Well, the opportunity score is here. Confidence tint. Okay, Emerald for high potential, okay. Financial transparency, so static MRR. Market math. Well, there is a market math. I see still the revenue potential, and I also see here a market math. Pain, okay, AI logic flow. 30-day tactical roadmap. Do I see that? Okay, yeah, I do see a 30-day tactical roadmap. The next move button, do I see that? Well, no, I do not see a next, well, no, I do see now a next move. So yeah, it's indeed here. So I do see the next move. Okay, so far nothing happens when I click on the next move, but I do see this, okay, the skill mapping, trending feed. Okay, so long story short, I got feedback. I got beta testers to get me feedback on the app, and I've implemented based on the feedback I've received. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you more about the monetization and how this app ships actually to the App Store. So stay tuned for more of that.